Welcome back to Perkins Pipes. Got this little Medico Alma Mater here. So a little estate pipe that a friend had given me and that I restored. It's appropriate that a friend gave me this. The tobacco we have in here is some Red Virginia from Skylar Grimes. Mentioned him here not too long back, and some tobaccos that he had sent me. He was a guest on the Brierside Chat. As always, if you'd like to be a guest on the Brierside Chat, please shoot me an email. We'd love to have you chat a little bit about pipes and the finer things of life. Just email me, perkinspipes@gmail.com. Well, I say it's appropriate that a friend gave me this pipe and a friend gave me this tobacco. And you're going to find out why. Let's get this guy lit. Let's get to talking. Hmm. 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 Tastes nice. I like that. Nothing strong or overpowering in that taste there. Again, maybe some of you who have a better vocabulary for tobacco can tell me what specifically I'm tasting. Again, this is a Red Virginia. So, I want to talk a little bit about friends and talking. I want to talk about talking. I'm a talker. I'm a shy guy by nature, quite honestly. But I am a talker. I love to talk with people. Recently, we were on summer vacation. I was on summer vacation from school. And I had to run over to my school for something. I just needed to grab something from my classroom. Didn't think this was going to take very long. And and one of the things, one of the things about these little pipes, I always talk about how much I really like the larger pipes. But one of the things about these little pipes is, well, you can really clench these nicely and you can talk around them. Any rate, apologize for interrupting myself there. But I gone over and didn't expect this errand to take very long. I'm not sure how long it was, but by the time I was headed home, and I did have one other stop to make at the Barnes & Noble bookstore after. And I told my wife, I'm going to go to the school, go to Barnes & Noble, head home. Well, by the time I finally headed home, I needed to text her to let her know I was, in fact, heading home because it had been much longer than I anticipated. Now, why was that? Well, as soon as I got into the school, I ran into a colleague. And he said something to me. I said something to him. And we could have left it at that. Passing comment. But I like Jim. I enjoy talking with him. And next thing you know, boy, not only are we talking about this, that, and the other thing, but he follows me down to my classroom. Then while we're there, while I was getting whatever it was I'd gone to get, I start, I think, bringing out some books, showing him some stuff. Conversation really goes. Finally, I had to draw it to a close. I got other errands to run. So I head over to Barnes & Noble. I was going over to pick up, we're going to do an episode on journaling and at some point. And I've got a journal that I really like, and I've had several of versions of this particular journal. But I wanted a new, not for journaling, but I wanted a plain paper, no lines, sort of little book that I wanted to do some just writing in. And I'd looked around, couldn't find what I wanted. Figured Barnes & Noble might have something, and they did. While I'm checking out, the lady behind the cash register was talking to another one of the employees, and I overheard them. They were talking about their system for whatever. I don't know what it was. It was something about their computer system. She was complaining about it to him. He was commiserating with her, and it was clear from what they were saying that whatever the system was supposed to do, it hadn't really been designed with Barnes and Noble employees in mind. And so I made some little comment there, how often that is. Things get designed for us to use that really have not tapped into what we really need as the user. Had a nice few words there. Guy comes out from around the counter, and I felt like I was getting ready to leave, I suppose, or something. Anyhow, he continues talking with me. Well, next thing you know, we're sharing stories. He had taught, I think in the past, I was telling him about where I teach now and what I teach. And so we started talking. So finally, I'm headed home. And I definitely needed to let my wife know that I'm finally headed back. I promise this is the last time I'm going to interrupt my own self, but wow, this is a really nice. I enjoy this Red Virginia very, very, very much. This is just a really nice tobacco. Any rate, two different types of people. All right, there's a guy that I know well, a colleague and friend. And then there's this guy that I'd never met before. And I enjoyed talking with both of them. I love striking up conversations with people. And I know that seems strange for a guy who claims to be shy, but whatever. I think what it is that I do enjoy people. I enjoy hearing what people have to say about things. Sharing ideas, seeing where my line of thought lines up with somebody else, and maybe where my line of thought does not line up with somebody else. It's good to hear, a different perspective, or even a contrary perspective. So I just, and my kids have laughed at this over the years. They're like, "Oh my goodness, Daddy, you're talking again." But again, and I've mentioned this before. I like to talk to clerks at stores, and just maybe somebody standing in line somewhere, fellow shopper, whatever. So I very, very much enjoy conversing with people. I guess I should say I'm not so much shy anymore. I used to be shy. I was shy. Nobody believes that, but I was shy. Now I would say I'm more introverted. Now that is true. I really do enjoy time alone, just by myself, reading, writing, enjoying a pipe, right? So talk to us a little bit about your conversational habits and interests. Do you like to talk to people? I'm sure you've got friends and you enjoy talking with friends. Would that happen to you? If you had to pop into your place of business, would you get caught up in conversations with colleagues? If you were at a store, are you likely to get sidetracked in a conversation, perhaps with an employee or someone else that you don't even know? So if that's the case, talk to us a little bit about that. We'd love to hear your thoughts. As always, Malcolm Guite likes to say, I do these little things in order at last to do nothing. Or as I like to say in Latin, Parva ut tandem, nihil agam. Have a wonderful day.
There was a man The